Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another LEGO Harry Potter review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 4730, The Chamber of Secrets. This set includes 591 pieces and originally retailed for $69.99 back in the year 2002. Just recently, around the time that I did my Hogwarts comparison video, which I probably should have waited a little bit longer to do that, I bought this set for $100 off eBay. It was used, but I got the box, I got the instructions, I got everything included, which just blows my mind. I'm really happy that I got all of that for $100. Really great deal. Just needed a little bit of cleaning, but hey, overall I'm pretty happy with what I got. So starting off and taking a look at the box art, you get your logos from the very top. You also have a little price tag showing that this was clearanced for $40, which is another just crazy thing to think about, someone buying this brand new for $40 back in the day from KB Toys. You get your set number, set name at the bottom along with your piece count. You also get Harry from year 2, and then the main picture of the set front and center, still utilizing that kind of box art style that we saw back in 2001, and that will continue into 2003. From the very back of the box, you get another look at the final overall model, in addition to some alternate builds that you can do with the pieces included for this set, and also a layout of some of the 2001 through 2002 LEGO Harry Potter sets. Another really cool thing I want to mention when it comes to these older style LEGO boxes is the fact that you can open it up like this, and to reveal a place to actually build. If you don't happen to have a tray or something to build the set, you can use the box, and that's something that I wish LEGO would start doing again. They mainly do this with LEGO idea sets, but I think it's a really cool thing that they did back in the day. Now moving into the instructions, we mimic the front of the box, and from the very back, if you flip it upside down, we get that same sort of advertisement that we saw in the back of the box, with all of the 2002 sets mingling with the 2001 sets, which you might notice we don't see sets like the Fluffy Encounter or any of the stuff that was mainly specific to the first Harry Potter film, though we do see some of the 2002 sets that they released for that movie. Just some small things to note. You can also see that we move Snape's classroom over here compared to having it under the Great Hall that we saw back in the 2001 advertisements, and we place the Chamber of Secrets there. Look forward to another video where I actually compare the layouts for this style of the Hogwarts Castle and Chamber of Secrets to the 2021 version, which is actually a lot smaller than you would think. As for sets that I have reviews for in this lineup, I currently have reviews up for the Slytherin set, which I'll be comparing to the Polyjuice Potion Mistake. I have a review up for the Dobby's Release set. This is an upcoming review, as well as Hagrid's Hut, and I currently have a review up for the 2001 Hogwarts Castle. As for anything else in this lineup, I would love to get it sometime in the future to review. I did originally own the Troll on the Loose set back in the day, but unfortunately I did lose the Troll. Wrapping up on the instructions, inside we get a quick advertisement for the LEGO Creator Harry Potter game. We also get some more of those alternate builds as we flip through, and continue to see your characters interacting within those. Some more instructions for those alternate builds. Which leads to the final overall model for this set. Looking at our first minifigure, we have the boy who lived, Harry Potter himself, who is not exclusive, coming within 7 other sets counting this one. We get the stick piece for the wand for the accessory. We get the older light gray for the time period for the outfit, where we have the Gryffindor insignia printed from the front. We also get the printing of the stars on the back of the cape, regular facial expression and hairpiece for the time period, which continued all the way till 2011, that hairpiece, really nice hairpiece for Harry back in the day. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for Harry Potter. We also get Harry's friend Ron Weasley in the set, who comes within 5 other sets counting this one. We get the same outfit that we see for Harry, but a different wand color in that light gray. We also see the same facial expression and hairpiece that we saw between all of the 2001 through 2002 versions of Ron Weasley. Officially completing my collection of her minifigure, we get our very first appearance of Ginny Weasley, who is technically exclusive to the set, but just like Harry, Ron, and Tom within this set also come within one of those Hong Kong minifigure gallery sets that released around this time. Not really sure how you were able to get those, but still it's just interesting to note. We get the same outfit that we see for both Harry and Ron with that Gryffindor torso piece, and the printing for the stars. We get a brown stick piece for the wand, and we get a new facial expression for her minifigure, which I think fits fine for at least the time period. They definitely improved upon her design in 2010, then they went down a little bit. Hopefully they come back up next year, we'll have to wait and see. And then we also get, I guess you can say, like the Obi-Wan hairpiece, because it's colored in that orangey color. But you know, it fits because Ron also has that same orangey color used for his hairpiece, and you can just take a look all around. They definitely improved upon her design in the future. For our next minifigure, we have an exclusive appearance of Gilderoy Lockhart, who I think looks really nice in this sand red robes right here. We get a cape on his minifigure. That's the big thing I just want to point out. Compared to the 2021 version that we get a cape, printing on the torso looks fine. We also get a different color for the wand, and then the facial expression is the same one, and also the same hairpiece that we see between all of the other 2002 renditions of Gilderoy Lockhart. Just take a quick spin around at that. I also really like getting that hairpiece in the blonde color. I wish that LEGO would give us more tan hairpieces compared to like yellow or nougaty color ones that we've been seeing a lot more nowadays, but hey, that's just my opinion, and I think that this outfit looks really great on Lockhart. And lastly, we have Tom Riddle, or Lord Voldemort, who I think turned out fine. The one thing I do have to complain about is that he does use the same exact hairpiece that you see for Harry in this set, which is just kind of weird that LEGO decided to give him the same hairpiece as Harry. They should have given him the Gilderoy Lockhart hair, but in black. I think that would have worked a lot better during the time period, because that piece already existed, but you know, they could have recolored it in black, would have worked very well for his character. Now when it comes to his outfit, we see the Slytherin robes compared to the Gryffindor robes. Another thing I have to point out is that we don't get the stars on the cape, which is something that I found really interesting, considering he's supposed to be some type of like memory or something from the Horcrux. So I think that's a really cool like small detail that you could have missed here. We also see the stick piece for the wand in that brown color, and then the facial expression is, I guess, exclusive to his minifigure, and then he does use the same exact hairpiece that we saw for Harry, which is just my only real complaint with the character. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for Tom Riddle. The first build included in this set is the Basilisk, which I think turned out really great for the time period. Get quite a few exclusive printed pieces for the character, for the body right there, as well as like the neck area, leading up to the head, which has a lot of really cool features, including these studs used for the eyes, so you can have Fox come in and peck the eyes out so that no one could get petrified. Or you can even remove the teeth right there, which use these glow-in-the-dark knife pieces, which I think is really cool that they decided to use glow-in-the-dark. I know that some copies of this set use the silver dagger pieces compared to these glow-in-the-dark ones. It just depends on which version of the set you get. But I think that's really nice, and then you can pretend to stab the diary, which we also get in this set. Looking inside the mouth, you also get a stud in there, which I don't know why, but you know, still pretty cool. You can take a look at the printing from this side. Just like the 2021 version, we get this more bulky area in the middle, so then you can actually stand it up like this. It does show you building it where the tail is going up, kind of like that, but I would probably put it in sort of like a position like this. And make sure that the head is actually centered a little bit, because otherwise the head is a little heavy for the body. You can also put the neck down like that and have it come out of Slytherin's mouth. The next thing that you build is this section of the bathroom, which leads down into the Chamber of Secrets. One major complaint that I have about this set is that we don't get the door to actually enter the chamber. We only get like somewhat of the slide, which really isn't too much of a slide feature. I think it's really interesting the way they decide to represent this. So starting off from this side, we have an area for you to stand your minifigures that are trapped on the other side, not the side where the chamber will be. So you might as well put both Lockhart and Ron over here. We also get a snake on the floor, some torches off to the side, which I don't know why we have torches down here because it should be a little bit darker, but hey, you know, fine for what it is. You can see the back of the window of the bathroom. And we also get this roof piece from the very top, which is very nice to see for the time period. Now moving into the bathroom, there's not a lot going on. You get a tiled floor, which I don't think is really that accurate. And you have the sink on the ground, which really isn't that great for people who want to wash their hands in the bathroom there. I just have to say that. I mean, it could be representing the fact that the sink is actually going down to reveal the entrance to the chamber, because we get a trapdoor here, which works in par with this section down here. You can see that we have this area that you can knock down if you put a minifigure in that general area. And it should be able to slide you down into the chamber, and you can see that it makes somewhat of a slide where it slides down from the bathroom down to this area. All you gotta do to set that back up is bring the trapdoor back up, and then put this right there to lock with that 2x2 circular brick. Entering the Chamber of Secrets, we get a total of 3 builds here. 2 builds feature the wall and main passageway, which you can connect together like that, which I think looks really nice. And then in the very back, we get the head of Salazar Slytherin. So starting off, I might as well talk about a feature that you can remove right off the bat to allow you to connect this to the Hogwarts castle that we got back in 2001. So right on top of these little studded areas, we have these extra little towers. Starting off with this one, we have a stained glass window using some Christmas colors with that classic red and green. I don't know why they did that. It's kind of weird. Would have liked to see like a translucent instead of the red, just to keep along with the Slytherin colors. But either way, it's fine. You get some areas to stand your minifigures from the top level as well, where we also get this light gray owl, which is a pretty nice color to get that owl piece in. We also see 2 more tower builds. One of these features a printed 2x2 tile piece, which we've seen a lot throughout some of the other 2001 through 2004 Harry Potter sets. So starting off with this side of the Chamber of Secrets, we get your walkway right there. We have the black base, that black brick piece, which I believe is supposed to represent the water, which I really like that they did black instead of like maybe a blue color, because it makes it a lot darker, which I think works very well for the scene. We get Fox on a perch off to the side, which I really love that mold from 2002. It works very well for the character. You can see that we have our first ever bit of dual molding right here with the red and then the orange at the very bottom of the tail. I think it works very well. No printing, because that is what they did back in the day. Get a hole from the very top of the head if you want to put like a flame piece or something. Get the stud from the back, and you also get the bar connection right there from the back of the tail. So if you really want to, you can bring Harry into the situation and put his hand on Fox's tail and have Fox bring them out of the Chamber of Secrets. Putting Fox back on his little pole right there, you can see from the very middle, we have this little snake area, and if you push down on this area, it will knock out the 2 wall elements that we have, which actually have a really cool print. We see 4 of these throughout this set, to reveal some other secret compartments. One of these features a translucent yellowish green spider, which I don't know why it has that, and then the other one features a black hat, which I believe is supposed to represent the sorting hat, because we saw that hat also used in one of the 2001 sets. Now, if you bring that hat and Fox and another secret item that we have in the other build, then you can recreate a pretty awesome scene, which I'll show later. Putting those wall elements back in, they're easily connected using some studs, and you can also see from the very back of the build how this all works out, how we have this little feature. When you push down from the front, it'll easily knock out that wall element piece. Also from the very front, we see this printed shield piece that we see on the other side as well, with that snake head on the front. And we also see these alligator head pieces, which I don't know why those are included, but hey, it's something interesting to add some details. And I also think the way that they're connected is something that I really haven't ever seen before, so that's another thing I did want to point out right there. And finally, when it comes to this build, I did want to say that we get these studs on the very top of these slope pieces. That is where you connect the bottom of the 2001 Hogwarts Castle set to make it work out with the Chamber of Secrets. Moving to the build that we get on the other side, we have a similar way of opening these doors right here. All you have to do is push this part in the middle to bring both of these sliding in like that. We have some clip piece connections with some hidden objects. This one has another black snake, which I don't know why we have that. But this one has an even more exciting accessory, that being the Sword of Godric Gryffindor, which, isn't as greatly represented as we have these days. But hey, I really love getting this silvery chrome sword piece. Really nice to see that come in a Lego set. And you can give that to Harry, and I'll recreate a scene with that later. To close this back up, all you have to do is bring this back out, and then you can push it like that. From the very center, we also have this clear goblet, which I don't know why that's included. If this set wasn't released in 2002, I would say that's a reference to Hufflepuff's cup, but it is not a reference to Hufflepuff's cup. I guess you could pretend to have that be Hufflepuff's cup, but that would be gold, not translucent like that one is. We also get the same printed pieces that we see between the other side, and we also see more of those alligator heads and also the studs right there, so then you can connect this to one of the halves in the 2001 Hogwarts Castle set. Turning us around, here's just a look at the back if you're interested in that. Now the last build that we have in this set is the head of Salazar Slytherin. Now one really cool thing that we have right here is the printed Tom Riddle's diary that we also see in the Dobby's release, or Freeing Dobby set, whatever that set was called, from 2002, which I just recently reviewed anyways. We get the print from the front and the side and the back of the book. You can see the ink splatter where Harry can stab it with the basilisk tooth that we also get in this set, which is pretty great. You can take a look inside. There is nothing inside there compared to that other 2002 set. In the instructions, it just shows that you can place it loosely in front of the head of Salazar Slytherin, but I'm just going to move it for the time being. Another thing that we get on this platform are these hinge bricks, which I don't know why those are included, because you cannot connect this part to any of the other parts, or at least make it look good when you connect it to the other parts. So I'm really confused as to why we have these hinge bricks off to the side. Those I would remove right away. We have some more torches, which are nice, I guess, just to add a little bit more extra detail. But then the head of Salazar Slytherin, I think it turned out really great for the time period. You get a mix of the older dark gray, light gray, and a little bit of black for like the mouth area as well as the eyes. You also have the eyebrows represented with a little bit of dark gray, which I think works very well. Another really cool feature that you can do is you can open it up, which we also get those brick areas right there just to stop it from opening too much, which I do really like that. And you can take a look that we get this giant hole that you can fit the basilisk through, or at least hopefully fit the basilisk through. There you go, the head fits very well, and then the body should be able to follow. There you go, you have the basilisk right through the head of Salazar Slytherin. Before I end, here's just a quick look at the back, because it's not a side that you would typically see when this set is on display. And then you can just push those out. You can see that we get more of those hinge brick pieces right there in order to open and close the mouth of Salazar Slytherin. As I said before, another scene you can recreate with Harry Potter here with the Sword of Godric Gryffindor is having him kill the basilisk on the very top of Slytherin's head. I mean, it doesn't look as great as it probably could, because the basilisk would probably be down here and can't really get up there. I mean, maybe, I guess, if you play around with the tail, you can pretend, but hey, I think it's nice that you can recreate so many scenes with the basilisk. You can remove the eyes, you can remove the teeth out of there and stab Tom Riddle's diary. I think it's just really great, the amount of playability that you can do with these bigger molded characters compared to the brick-built ones that we see nowadays. So overall, for $70 back in the day, I think that this set was a really great addition to the 2001 through 2002 Hogwarts lineup. I'm really excited to do a separate video and connect this to the 2001 Hogwarts sets and even some of the 2002 ones, and hopefully maybe I'll get more in the future so then I can do a huge collection video where I show off the entire 2001 through 2002 Hogwarts system. That would be really amazing. The Basilisk in this set I think is one of the better versions that we've ever gotten. I think it's even better than the 2021 version just because of the amount of playability you can have with it, removing the eyes, removing the teeth, and having it slither around the Chamber of Secrets. You get the head of Salazar Slytherin, which I think is a really great representation of it. The bathroom in this set isn't as great as the one that we just got, but hey, LEGO was trying back in the day. You get a slide, you can trap Ron and Lockhart on one side, and you can have Harry on the other side to save Ginny, where you get the Sword of Gryffindor, you get the Sorting Hat, and you even get a really nice version of Fox, who you can actually have your characters escape on from the chamber. So yeah, not too much bad stuff going on in this set. I think it's really great for the time period, and especially is probably even better than the one that we got very recently. I'm really happy that I got this in my collection. Otherwise, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to know every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!